About the weight cutting issue for women, do you think that it's more difficult for them? I've seen some pretty graphic videos of Cyborg and Misha Tate, really going through some battles on weight cuts. I know that you've had some problems as well. So, what are your where is your stance on weight cutting?
As you just mentioned, that's a personal issue for me because I was cutting, over the last 15 years, I was cutting like 10, 12 kilos for every fight. It's beyond even imagination for a lot of people to cut that. And I did it for every fight. And what happened is that now, over the years, I suffered some metabolic changes and some metabolic issues to this because I was cutting way too much weight. And now I can't cut the weight.
What does that mean
anymore.
exactly? What has happened to you?
What it means that my whole hormonal level changed and my hormones went out of order for around a year. And my cortisol's level were super high, constant inflammation. I had joint problems. Now, over the years, also, I developed a problem now that because I ate too little calories every nutritionist will tell you this is exactly what happens to so many people, not just in the sport, like people who want to lose weight. We eat too little calories. We train too hard. We don't regenerate really, and the whole metabolism is destroyed through this. And so now I have the problem I can't cut. Before that, I was going down to 63 or 65 kilos. Now I can't even go, even 70 kilos is hard to go down. Even a few kilos to go down, I can't do it anymore because everything I eat, my body is storing in fat. Because my metabolism doesn't work as much. And also on the hormonal level, it's like terrible. Not just for women. For men, it's the same thing. And it's a dangerous thing. And I'm not a friend of this, of course, because I suffered by myself through this. And the problem about that is that the knowledge, now it's getting better. A lot of people who are into nutrition, they're very well educated and they're trying to spread it to the general population of kickboxing or boxing. But it's always, it reflects again the culture. It's like about, you can't make weight, you're lazy. You can't make weight, you're just a fatty. You eat too much. Stop eating the Snickers if you want to. How many times in my life I heard, stop eating the pizza and the Snickers? No, I didn't eat. I dieted. I was on 1,500 calories with 2 times a day training. You can't imagine that. That's like so bad for your body. Yeah,
you're just depriving your body of nutrients.
Depleting and depriving, constant. And that imagine for 10, 12 years.
Huh. Yeah, and then at the end of it, you've actually got to get in a fight, So how are you going to be expected to perform at your highest, if your body is at its lowest?
Exactly. And the last 3 fights, you could see it in my fights. I lost all of them like close decision, but exactly because of this. Because in round 2 and 3, I just couldn't move. My legs were stuck in concrete. I was drained. Also mentally, people underestimate sometimes mental fatigue also, not just like physical fatigue because of your body being depleted, also mental fatigue. Some fighters develop depressions through this over the years because of all the weight cuts, of being depleted, or not regenerate properly. It's always the mind-body connection. And I think that doing a smart weight cut or also adjusted to the body you have, because everybody is different, would bring the sport also on a whole different level, because a lot of fighters are very good, but they make so much weight and they focus on so much on the weight cut that they would never perform even close like I did. I fought the best women in the world, Ilona Weimans, Anissa Hadawi, I never performed. I've performed on 30-40%. Because I just couldn't, and I still went with them. So imagine what would have happened if I felt once really good.
Right. Yeah, I don't know how you can be in a positive, mindset when you feel like garbage,
Yeah.
So, that's one way I guess you could possibly kind of gain an advantage over your opponent. So how do you feel now that you know that you're not going to be making that weight cut? What has that done to your career?
I took now, after fighting Ilona, it's like over a year ago, I took a year break. And I switched also coaches, I switched teams, I talked to some of the best nutritionists in the world, talked about the issues, what should I do, did a lot test, took a whole year to just train, relax, and get my body back to enjoying movement, actually. And now I will compete on 68 or 70 kilos. What will be hard? Definitely. I mean, that's the whole, it's like 3 weight classes difference. So that's not even going 1 or 2 weight classes up, but it's like 3. But I believe that I'm a strong fighter. I'm much more confident now. And that I wish I would have learned the last 15 years or 12 years to be like, okay, I'm a big girl. I'm not a little girl. I have big legs. I'm strong. This is what you should promote, not being like, okay, try to bring a girl with 75 kilos down to 63. That's because there are more fighters there. It's a problem because so many girls go down.
Yeah.
If we would just be more confident and be like, hey, I'm a strong girl, I'm a heavy girl. Okay, I'm not that fast anymore. That's obviously with 10, 12, 13 kilos more. And yeah, I carry a little bit of fat, but this is just how my body looks. I'm still a good fighter. A lot more girls would be in that weight class. And I think it would absolutely rise the level of our sports too, because a lot of girls would not deplete their body and perform better.
Yeah, and well, we've seen the amazing interest level and success of Gabi Garcia as well. She's obviously on a different level than most other female fighters, but and I haven't seen her most recent fight where I guess she kicked somebody in the head like as they were on the ground. I haven't seen that yet. I saw the headlines for it. But it just goes to show that people are interested, that you don't have to be, everybody's different and has, not everybody can be Barbie, in the ring. So, but there is a market for that, if you can market it creatively.
Look, back then when K1 was really big, what made it so big? That they promoted characters. They promoted all kinds of different athletes, different styles, different looks, different approaches. And that's what everybody wanted to see. And I think that this is what you want to do in a sport. Not saying, okay, we want to bring judokas back to kickboxing. That's not what I mean. But it's like you want to promote diversity. In our world, everything it's all about everybody has to be the same. So you need to have this kind of body, this kind of face. A guy has to have this kind of car. This is all the same bullshit. I just don't believe in this. I believe in diversity. That's what makes the humanity so amazing. And that's what makes a sport also so amazing. People want to see different things, different stories. They want to see, is the girl with this style, would she succeed over that style? And not, okay, I know they will be all having the same style, same look, same clothes. That's why a lot of people don't recognize people anymore, or fighters anymore, because it's now in this times, somehow everybody of us looks the same.